There's a video on YouTube that covers 20 improvements to Watch Dogs Legion that would make the game much more enjoyable. For the most part, with the exception of number 9, I agree with that list. I've linked to the video here as well, so you can see it for yourself and form your own opinions. Anyway, because the video was published a while ago, some of these improvements have either already been implemented or are currently on the roadmap. One of those that stuck out to me is item number 3 that talked about the aggression of your recruited operatives in restricted areas. Looking deeper into this mechanic, aggression isn't as black and white as I originally thought, so in this video I'm going to try to cover it as best I can because I do believe that this has been improved since that video's inception. We covered aggression a little bit in the evasion video, but just to recap, Albion is the worst offender. If you use hand-to-hand combat, they will as well, and only escalate it the more you attempt to escape. During a chase sequence, they will use their cars and guns to catch up to and incapacitate you. Sometimes you'll catch Albion and Kelly fighting each other, and occasionally other civilians. And in the Mina Sidhu update, Ubisoft added a new ability to make Albion even worse. Here we have Julie, who we recruited from the Albion Internment Center in Camden. Not only is she on probation, which we'll cover in a later video, but she also has the new ability Albion Target, which, naturally, makes Albion more aggressive towards you. What this means is if you're walking around London minding your own business and Albion spots you, they will initiate a one-on-one chase at first, followed by a one-star chase if you lose them. Restricted area aggression doesn't change with this ability, but Albion guards within restricted areas can still spot you from outside, which could sometimes benefit you if a door or gate is in the way. It's also worth noting that Albion employees that are a bit lower on the ladder won't be fazed by you at all as you walk on the sidewalk.
What a nutter.
It's really just the ones in brown who will give you trouble, since all other Albion types are either not aggressive or are limited to restricted areas. While it seems like there are no good qualities to this ability, it could help you in recruitment situations. If you see a potential operative getting beat up, you could distract the officers merely by walking past them. It counts as a citizen rescue and makes those particular Albion employees angry, but I mean, these Albion guys don't provide much variation and they're everywhere anyway, so who cares? So now on to the suggestion in the top 20 fixes video. MediaKit mentioned that they wanted our operatives to not show aggression when we enter restricted areas where they're working. I remember this being an odd issue before, since we also faced it during our playthrough when we had to steal a key from our own Albion operative Francis in the MI6 building. Oh Francis, we are betraying you so much. It seems that this has already been updated, however, because while Francis's deep profiler still says she guards the building between the 8th and 16th hours, she completely ignores us when we enter the location. I've noticed this with Mio Drag, my Clan Kelly enforcer as well. Every other Albion or Clan Kelly operative I have spawns outside their restricted areas and never enters them to work, making me assume that this has been fixed. The only operative I have that truly guards his location is Alec, our Royal Guard, and even then he doesn't care when we show up. For our last experiment, let's see if a recruit is aggressive while we're in the process of recruiting them. Jacob here guards Eastrom from 4 PM to midnight, so let's try to bring him aboard.
I'm pretty much good at everything.
After completing one of the tasks listed in his deep profiler, Bagley states that we're able to talk to him. Funnily enough, he's still located in the Eastrom restricted area, but he's much more like Francis now. He likes us, so it's as if he's been replaced by someone else. On top of that, we can now speak to him while standing in the restricted area, which is kind of weird. The thing is, even if I do this with someone who doesn't like DedSec, and I use the deep profiler to travel to their guard location, it works the same way as if they like us. If I visit the location during work hours without using the deep profiler, the current or potential operative isn't there at all, even if they're not on my potential recruit list. So this is a strange mechanic that I believe has been fixed to prevent you from having to kill someone you might not want to. So yeah, this video on aggression turned into a bit of a complicated experiment for me that took a long time to thoroughly test. So now it's really up to you to help me fill in any gaps. Any comments are greatly appreciated if you've recently experienced operatives working in restricted areas and acting aggressively. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope that this truly is fixed so that you all can recruit the Albion and Clan Kelly goons that you want without having to fight them.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.